This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Sony Michel, his first carry. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They're running it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
He's not going to get me.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Packers! A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's gone. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is going to be Packer football. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Rams 33.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
50 to Mike.
back to the ground, this time with Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets. Linebackers, defensive backs, they do a really good job helping out the running game.
Now a first down carry, it's Michelle. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. Check pass. Check pass.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They'll set up a throw, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it down here and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw, gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the Middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Ready? You mark 60 arm. Oh, you got deep? Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Mike Gesicki, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now gone. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Check 55, Mike. Get in the weight room. Now you won. 55, Mike, guys, 55. Switch. Hey, orbit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. They'll run on 1st down. James. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Hey, he's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. 12.
From the red zone now, Goff toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Back to the air, Goff on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Let's go, let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. All day.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Goff now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains.
At the 41-yard line.
20.
After the run, Goff going to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Check that. We're on Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to look deep down the field, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. He'll look to throw here. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Number 53, Mike 53. Here we go.
2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
After the interception, here's Goff. That's taken in by Henderson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold them to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Super. 55. Drop deep, drop deep.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
58, boy, 58, 58. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Go, watch the screen. Check 3, check 3, check 3. 58, right over there.
Back to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Goff now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. James. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Five. 5-2 to Mike. 5-2.
Goff now looks to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for gone. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half. Still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's caught. Smith. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 22, jet, power. 22, jet.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Mike, get the flag. Get Mike. Wild Bill. Fast. 58, boys, 58. I got him. Check.
2nd and 11. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Taylor Rapp with a pick.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Under 10. Check. Hard ball. Check. Hot. Joker. 2 for 1. Listen. Hey, Mike 52. Yeah, let's get set.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Gone. Caught by Wilson.
Goff's pass. Complete to number 88.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Goff now looking to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for L.A. Tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. They're on to the second half now down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 out of the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
I didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on 1st down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Corey Littleton. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Yo.
They're going to look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point safely through, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Goff now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
You got nothing. Obama.
Goff now to throw. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back to throw. Gone. Packer pressure, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's 2nd down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
2nd and 14. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked picked off at the 17. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's gone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about.
Come on. Watch that in. Watch that in. Hey. Go. 3 down. Hey, Mike 52. Here we go. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the Mike. Hey, that's
Goff on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check 52's the Mike. Check 52's the Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. Hey, Shell. Mike 52 right here.
Now it's gone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is gone. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
2 for 66. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Check. Mark. 50. We want this. Watch safety creep.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
He's going to air one out, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Throwing on third. Gone. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
I hope you got your left, and I'm about to take you to school. Go. 55, mark, guy, 55.
The Rams going for it on fourth. Gone. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Let's put him on the buses.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And his kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
6-6, pull it high. Check that, we want Mike 52.
Now a first down throw, gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Gone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Third and long. It's gone. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's caught. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. This is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. Oh, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
To the sideline.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go. Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. And 58 is a mic.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Packers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for L.A., the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, y'all. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, beat the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all, beat the flow. Are you ready? Set? Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about
Okay.
it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up.
I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with